This is Dunlap, the positive marketer, and this is my story. My childhood, as I can remember, as I look back on it right now, was a very, very dark time for me. Certain events happened to me in my childhood that, as I got older, carried a lot of negativity and a lot of hurt and a lot of pain and a lot of anger, causing some direct setbacks in my life, causing addictions, causing a lot of turmoil in my life. And when I think back on it, I was raised by my mom, single parent. My father was an alcoholic. He left the home when I was very, very young, and my mother was going to school full-time, trying to work 2 jobs to take care of me and my brother. And at that time, we called it babysitters. We were in and out of babysitters, different homes, several times a week. So my mom was doing the best she could, as I look back on it now, to provide for us, to make a way. She didn't have any help. And that was a direct cause of me being molested, from being in all of these diverse homes without, the proper supervision, without a dad there, without certain things, without certain structure in the family, from the families just being broken apart. I was molested from the age of 5 all the way up to about 12 years old. And I didn't realize until I became probably a teenager that how bad and how angry I was, and how this would have a direct effect on my manhood. My first sexual experience was with a man. I was 5 years old, and I had to realize, now I realize it wasn't my fault. When you're 5 years old, you're just a little kid. You're a sponge. But certain behaviors that you learn at such an age, whether they're positive or negative, you carry those experiences with you through life. And you can't just push a button, right, and these things go away. So, I eventually found out what happened to me was wrong. And it wasn't normal. And it wasn't, quote unquote, accepted by society. And I became very angry. I hated myself. I never could forgive myself for what happened to me. I blamed me for everything that happened to me. I didn't like my dad. I felt like if my dad would have been there, then maybe I wouldn't have been molested. Maybe I wouldn't have been taken advantage of. I was angry at my mom because I didn't see my mom a lot. But being a child, I didn't understand that my mom was just doing the best she could do for me and my brother. She needed help. Eventually, my grandmother got into the household and started helping my mom out when I was, we were teenagers. But, the damage had been done. And there's millions and millions and millions of people who've gone through the same situations that I had to go through. They've been victimized. They've been molested. They've been raped. They've been beat. You name it. My main objective and the reason the positive marketer movement, the reason why I tell my story on every piece of material that I publish to the internet, is because I feel like this is my calling. I feel like God allowed me an out, a relief, a way to be who I am now. You see me as the positive marketer, but you didn't know me when I was homeless on the streets of Detroit. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I was homeless on the streets of Detroit. I can remember taking bottles back to the store just for nourishment. I can remember sleeping in abandoned cars. I can remember washing up in the McDonald's on West Grand Boulevard to try to keep my appearance because I was too proud to go back home. I can remember being madly in love with a diverse women in my lives that I end up hurting because I wouldn't let anybody get close to me because I was a victim of molestation and I didn't want to be loved. I felt unworthy to be loved. I remember almost drinking myself to death under, the Belle Isle Bridge, right? Because, I couldn't find a way to quiet the noise in my mind. I remember all of these things. And I think that's why I'm so much of a giver right now. I really believe in, pulling others up. And my whole movement is mindset first. And the way that I was able to go from being homeless to failing miserably 5 times in my life, starting over 5 times. I failed miserably, rock bottom, no money, on the streets of Detroit, homeless 5 times. In the way that I was able to turn everything around. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the secret. Some of you will grab this secret and some of you won't. It'll fly right over your head. But I'm going to tell you right now, the way that I turned everything around was through stillness. Stillness is the number one asset, the number one tool that you can apply not just to your business, but to your life. Stillness. The ability to be still when everything else around you is going crazy. Stillness, some people call it meditation, some people call it turning within. I'll just use stillness for the term now. And once I learned how to control my mind, how to quiet my mind so I can see, so I can think, so I can have direction, right? When you get to the point that you can quiet your mind and just let your mind be still, you will tap into a realm in your brain, in your brain that you never even knew existed. This is where all of your creativity comes from. This is where all of your direction comes from. I want you to picture this. Most people are watching this video. Some of you are in this situation right now. You're 40, you're 50, some of you are in your 20s. You got 40 years of noise in your mind right now, and you can't find a way to quiet the noise. So what do? Some of you drink coffee, some of you drink alcohol, some of you take pills, some of you smoke marijuana because you need a way to quiet the noise. When life gets so tough, when you have all of these things going through your head, especially when they're negative and you can't find a way to quiet the noise, this is where the stress and the strokes and the heart attacks and the overdose, and this is why our society is a drug-filled society. The secret is just finding the secret place. The secret is stillness. Because when you can be still, when everything else around you is going out of control, that is when you can not only control your life, but now you can start helping other people control their life. You know, my phone rings about 30, 40 times a day, and my greatest gift, the greatest gift that I could ever give to any of you watching this video right now, is to tell you how I was able to turn my life around through stillness, just finding the secret place. I do 3 sessions a day now, 45 minutes a day. I just be still, and when I'm still, I can tap into my inner man. I could tap into myself. I could see exactly who I am. I could see my passions. I could see my gifts. I can connect with the universe. I can connect. Some of you call him God. Some of you call him Yahweh, Yahshua, Jesus. I can create. I can connect with that higher source of power. And I can just be still. And I can see my problems. I can see them clear as day right now. I can see every problem in my life. And here's the thing. Now that I can identify the problem, I can move around the problem. I don't just have to stare at the problem and worry about the problem or even pray about the problem going away. I've been equipped with the power to work out these problems. We are created in God's image, and we do have powers that was given to us by God. The problem is most people can't turn within to see their gifts, to see their blessing, to receive this power, to receive this energy. So once again, my secret to success is stillness. Once I applied stillness to my life got better. Once I applied stillness to my business, my focus, my creativity, my drive, my direction, my energy became better. Once I applied stillness to my marriage, my second marriage, I'm a year in. My wife follows me. I'm the leader. She's my helpmeet. Everything bonds together. Okay, so that's how I went from being homeless on the streets of Detroit. I'm just giving you the short version, but practice stillness. And that's my gift to you. Anyone that's ever spoken with me, either on the phone or in person, I push stillness. When you can control your thoughts, when you can control your situations and your surroundings, when someone's perception of you doesn't move you to the left or to the right in any way, now you're on the path to success. What is this? What is success? Success has a lot of different definitions. If you lined up 100 people and asked 100 people what success is, you'll get probably 80 or 90 different answers. Success to me is having a healthy, sound, balanced, and fulfilling life, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I'm Dunlap, the positive marketer. That's my story, that's my life. I can't wait to meet you. And please practice stillness. Help somebody